How's it going, everybody? It is Dennis, and we're back with another video. And today we're going to be looking over my YieldMax ETF history. As always, I love being transparent as possible. I have all the tabs open showing all the ETFs and all my positions at the moment, plus positions I have exited. And we're just going to be going over the history of my investments. It's been a year since I started investing into YieldMax ETFs, with TSLY being my first investment, hitting that year goal, and with the other ones trailing right behind it. I continue to grow my YieldMax ETF positions, and I just want to go over it to show how much I would have earned if I sold all my positions today on when the market is down. The market is very down today. So if I was to sell all of it on a red day, for an example, we're going to see how much I would be up or how much I would be down. So we're going to go ahead and start with TSLY. Since TSLY is the first ETF I invested in, we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. The current ETF price is $14.90. My shares are 346.21, and of course that is after a reverse split. TSLY did go a little bit lower than the managers wanted it to, so they did a reverse split, and my 600 to 700 shares were reversed to 346. The total cash in is $9,022.72, and of course this is with reinvestments. This is not only just my cash. Current cash value is $5,158.59, and once again, this is with reinvestments, and it is down. As you can see, the value has dropped, with the average cost for me per share being $26.06. This has also gone lower. My average cost before was $27, and it's continued trending down because I am doing a 50-50 split. So 50% goes into TSLY, 50% goes into other ETFs and option strategies. So I continue to lower my average cost per share while TSLY is down. And I continue to grow my dividends per share because I am adding more shares and also lowering my average cost, which allows me to get more dividends and higher dividends. All right, so cash value gain to loss. Of course, I am down, like I mentioned before, I'm down negative $3,864.13, with that being in percentage, negative 42.83%. With dividends earned, I am up $2,419.96. And once again, like mentioned before, this is my longest position, so I've been in this for 12 months or a year. And if I was to sell today, when the market is down and TSLY is down, and once again, all the market is down, I would have negative $1,444.17. Now, what is my take with TSLY, seeing that negative $144,000.17? Well, I'm not looking to sell out of my TSLY position. Once again, I'm looking to get to break even and then continue to make income from there. I'm growing my TSLY position, like I said before. 50% is going back in and 50% is going into other ETFs. Dividends are still coming in. Dividends are growing once again because the underlying TSLY is growing. And also the amount of shares I'm holding is growing, so of course dividends will grow with that. So I'm not looking to sell TSLY, continue to invest in TSLY. And of course, no cash, none of my cash is going into, but just all reinvestments are continue to reinvest into TSLY and continue to grow the shares and continue to grow my dividends until I hit break even. Next up is AMZY. This is a favorite ETF for a lot of people at the moment because the underlying Amazon is trending upwards, is delivering high volatility, and with that is delivering high dividends. The current ETF price is $22.74. With my shares being on the dot of 203, my total cash in is $4,149.11, and the total current cash value is $4,616.24. Average cost per share for me is $20.44, so you can see I am up on my position. To be exact, I am up $467.13, and the percent value gain to loss, I have gained 11.26%. And I've earned $958.52 in dividends. And of course, I've been invested 9 months. And my total, if I was to sell today out of AMZY, I'll be up $1,425.65. So AMZY is a great performer. A lot of people love this ETF. And everybody's starting to invest into it as well. That's because the underlying Amazon is trending upwards. And it, of course, AMZY is going up with it. It's going a little bit slower, but those dividends are going up as well. So dividends are going up, the values are going up, and you continue to earn good dividends while your NAV or average cost stays the same, and you continue to receive the same or higher dividends. Next up is APLY, and I talked about this before in a previous video, which you guys could check out at the end of this. It'll be linked on the top. APLY is an ETF that I'm looking to continue to invest in and put a lot more money into. This because I think Apple, the underlying, will start to trend upwards and show some good signs of growth. APLY is currently at $17.18 ETF price. I hold 171.71 shares, and my total cash in, of course, with reinvestments is $3,241.35, and current cash value is $2,949.96. My average cost per share is higher at $18.88, meaning I am down negative $291.39, and over percent of 8.99%, or pretty much 9%. With dividends, it is not a high dividend payer. It fluctuates a lot from high to low depending on where Apple stands and what is the volatility of Apple, the underlying. But I have earned $316.10 in the past 9 months, and if I was to sell out of this position today, I would be up $24.71. Moving on to another one. And before even we move on, not willing to sell out of APLY, like mentioned before, I think there's a lot of growth in this ETF and in the underlying, so continue to reinvest and continue to grow the dividends. Next up is GOOY. This is another ETF that I haven't done a video on just yet. I'm looking to do a video on, but GOOY is also another ETF that I'm looking at with an underlying that I think has a lot of potential to grow. It's Google, and Google has a good balance sheet, has a lot of cash value, and is moving into the AI space as well, so it has a lot of growth potential. The current ETF price is $18.18. I have 100.65 shares in GOOY, and my total cash in with reinvestments, of course, is $1,832.41. Current cash value is $1,829.86, and average cost per share is $18.21. And I am down today. I was actually up for the whole week and past week, but today, because the market is down, I am only down negative 2.55 or $2.55, or negative 0.14%. Dividends earned is a total of $127.49, and I've been invested in this for 7 months, and I've earned $124.94. If I was to sell all my GOOY positions, I'll have $124.94 in my pocket. Once again, I continue to reinvest into GOOY, continue to grow my GOOY position, and will continue to hold my GOOY position because I believe in the underlying of Google, I believe in the underlying of Apple, and I believe in underlying of Amazon and most of these ETFs that I hold. So yeah, $124.94 is not too shabby. Moving on to one of my newer positions, which is YMAX. YMAX is, of course, an ETF that owns a bunch of all the other ETFs. It holds all the ETFs that YieldMax has, and from that, it creates dividend income. So current YMAX price is $20, and once again, the market has dropped a little bit, so it takes a little bit for YMAX to recover. And of course, with all these ETFs, it takes them a little bit of time to recover since they do not trend upwards at the same speed as the underlying. So YMAX is at $20 per share at the moment, and the shares I have is 169.54 shares. My total cash in is $3,488.17, and my total cash value at the moment is $3,390.87. Average cost per share is $20.57, and my total value loss is negative $97.30. Of course, this fluctuates, but mostly it trends upwards. YMAX has shown to be very good at paying a dividend and recovering fully, and even a little bit more on the top side. So you're constantly growing as well as receiving a constant dividend, which is really nice from YMAX. Of course, it's based on all the underlying ETFs that it holds, which is pretty much all of the YieldMax portfolio. Now, percent value loss is negative 2.79%, and dividends earned for the 4 months I've been holding it. Of course, the first month we didn't get a payout, but the other 3 months we did. For those 3 payouts that we got, I have received $171.21. Now, if I was to sell on this red day today, I would get $73.91, which is pretty good for only holding something for 3 months. Now, looking at the next position, which is CONY. CONY is an ETF that I did hold for 4 months, as you can see, but is marked red because I sold out of it at January. The reason I sold out of it in January 2024 was because I just did not see any space for CONY to go, and it did drop right after. And of course, now it's back up to what it was before, and it continues to pay dividends it paid before. So that probably would have been a great time to buy in. But anyways, I don't feel like investing into CONY because it's a little bit too risky for me and a little bit too volatile for my liking. But CONY, I don't have much data on it because I did do a lot of purchases and I did not feel like going through all of it and doing all that math to calculate my average cost and all of that stuff. But the current price for CONY is $23.01. And of course, my dividends earned from CONY for the 4 months I was holding it was $390.57. So you can see that it did pretty good for the 4 months I've held it. It did better than YMAX for the 4 months I've been holding it. And it actually did better than GOOY that I've been holding for 7 months, and better than APLY, which I've been holding for 9 months. So CONY, of course, is a high pair because Coinbase is very volatile, the underlying, because of course its underlying is Bitcoin and every single cryptocurrency that moves around, and in itself is also volatile. And if I was to sell out of position, which I did sell out of the position, I would be up $390.57 just based off dividends. But of course, I also had some growth when I sold out of the position. I did not sell for a loss. I actually sold for some gains. I don't remember the exact gains I sold for, but I did sell for some gains. And therefore, it would have been a little bit higher than $390.57. Moving on to the last ETF that I held in my YieldMax position, and that is MSFO. MSFO is $21.98 currently. Currently I hold 0 shares because this is another one I sold out of after 2 months of holding it. Total cash in was $1,001.50, and I sold it for $1,092.25. The reason for me being able to show this to you compared to CONY is because I only did 1 trade to buy in and 1 trade to sell out. I did sell out a little bit early on MSFO. I should have held it because it continued to grow, but whatever. No point of, counting my mistakes now. But average cost per share was $20.03, and as you can see, I did sell out for a larger sum of money. So we did earn $90.75 just from our, share growth, which is 9.06%. And we also received 1 dividend of $13.99. And when I sold out of the position, I earned $104.74. So, now that we've looked over all these ETFs and we see how much I've earned, so TSLY down, AMZY up, APLY down, GOOY up, YMAX up, CONY's up, and MSFO is up, you can see that most of these YieldMax ETFs are positive gainers based just off your dividend that you receive. If you do not reinvest it, of course, you will continue to grow and you will continue to gain. And if you do reinvest, you will continue to grow and continue to gain at a faster pace. So out of all the 7 funds I've held, I've grown on 6 out of 7. So that is a pretty good amount to grow out of 7 funds holding, all right? But TSLY is the only loser, and of course that is because of the underlying. And a lot of people forget about that. A lot of people forget that the YieldMax ETFs are actually pretty decent returns. And the reason, they get bashed on is because TSLY and its underlying Tesla being down. But there's nothing much you could do about that. Just continue to hold unless you want to sell out and you don't want to lose on time value. You continue to hold, continue to get your dividends, continue to reinvest if you'd like to, or invest into other ETFs. But if you reinvest back in TSLY, you lower your average cost per share and therefore you increase the dividends you receive. So you could, outpace the return at a faster pace. But overall, they're pretty good. And if we look at my totals, of course, I think I showed this a little bit when I was going over MSFO, but my total share in YieldMax ETF, in all YieldMax ETFs, my total share is 991.11 shares, and my total cash in is $21,733.76. And the current cash value now is $17,945.52. With that dropping by negative $3,697.49 and negative 34.43%. But the dividends earned are higher. The dividends earned is $4,397.84. And if I was to sell out of all my YieldMax ETF positions today, on this red day, I would have a total of $700.35 gained. Of course, it doesn't seem like a lot, and it's not a lot. But the thing is with these ETFs, and a lot of people disagree with it, is these ETFs are good for a long-term hold. Maybe not for 10 years, maybe not for 5 years. But if you hold them for maybe a year, 2, 3, as you can see with TSLY, we're holding it for a year. We are down, but our dividends are growing. And you've seen this in my other videos and my other YieldMax ETF dividend videos and yield videos. You can see that my dividends are growing back up after the bottom we have hit. And if you choose ETFs like AMZY, where the underlying is really good, or you choose an ETF like YMAX that is very diverse, or you choose an ETF like CONY that also has a very volatile underlying, you'll be able to outpace your loss by the gains in dividend, or you'll be able to just grow and have dividends, or have extreme growth and extreme dividends with AMZY. So it just all depends on the ETF you choose. Of course, TSLY, like I said before, has received the most amount of downturn and has experienced a lot of, negative growth. And that is why YieldMax ETFs are bashed on. But if you take a look at the other ETFs they hold, they continue to bring good value. They continue to bring good return. As you can see with AMZY, $958.52 with a growth of $467.13. And then we could look at APLY with even being down -291. I'm still up on dividends. With GOOY, I'm down $2, but I'm up on dividends. With YMAX, I'm down 97 and I'm up on dividends. With CONY, I was up on dividends and received growth from shares. And with MSFO, I was up on dividends and up on share growth. So TSLY is the only one that has brought me down. And of course, this is visible with the ending where we can see -34.43%, which is given by TSLY with the -42.83%. But like I mentioned before, continue to reinvest into it. Continue to, choose which ETFs you want, like with what I've done with TSLY, where I take the 50%, reinvest into TSLY to, continue to hold my dividends, continue to hold my shares, and continue to grow the position as best as I can. But then take the other 50% and then put it into other ETFs that have more potential for growth in the short term, right? And those ETFs are ETFs like APLY, like GOOY, like YMAX. These are the ETFs that have short-term opportunity growth, while TSLY has, the long-term. TSLY is a long-term for me. I believe in the underlying. A lot of people don't. But I could see that the volatility will continue to be there for Tesla, and therefore the dividends will continue to be there for Tesla, and TSLY for that fact. So we'll see what happens. We will go over this in the next year mark when we hit, or maybe once we hit a year on AMZY, we'll go over it again to see where the positions are. But just wanted to make this quick video to show all my positions, all my past positions, and where I would be right now if I sold all my positions today on this red day, and how much profit I would have. But thank you so much anyways for watching. I hope you guys learned a little bit. And maybe if you guys are, scared to go into YieldMax ETFs, or you are looking to maybe exit a YieldMax ETF position, maybe you can rethink that. Maybe this will push you to exit a position just because you can see what these ETFs could happen to them, like ETF like TSLY. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to watch my breakdown of APLY and what I believe to be the future of YieldMax ETFs, you can check that out right above here on the right side. And if you guys want to watch any of my other videos, there's also going to be links for that as well. But thank you so much everybody for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys next week for our monthly overview of how much we've earned from dividends and options. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys at the end of May.